Hi folks, this is Vicky at patternprincess.com. Today I want to show you how to do the half double crochet stitch. It's a really nice stitch to do. So I have a chain of 10 chains here, and today I'm going to, the yarn I'm using is Caron Simply Soft, and I think it's called like a soft blue. I'm using an Odyssey Furls hook, and it's a size H. I tried to use a little bit bigger to make sure that we can see the stitches today. So the first thing we're going to do is yarn over, and we're going to skip 2, 1, 2, and then in that third chain right there, that third chain, we are going to do our half double crochet. We're going to insert our hook, yarn over, bring it through. We have 3 loops on the hook. We're going to yarn over and bring it through all 3 loops, and we're going to do this again. Yarn over, go to the next chain, insert our hook, yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through all 3 loops. You see how easy this is? Just yarn over, bring it through, yarn over, go through all 3. And this is the half double crochet. And I want to make sure I show you on the second row how to start out, and then make sure that you see on the second row exactly where to end with your last half double crochet, because sometimes that can be tricky. And then your ends can get a little bit wonky. They can get a little bit, my hook doesn't want to go through this right here. They can get a little bit uneven, and it's just to make sure you can see exactly where your stitch is, and that's good to count. And this is my last stitch here. This is a small sample. Pull the yarn out, and so let's count. So those first 2 chains that we skipped right here, those first 2 chains, that counts as a half double crochet. And then you can see these little posts between, right? You can see those posts. So this first 2 count as 1, and then we have the first post, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 9 half double crochet. Okay, so I'm going to insert my hook the right way, I guess. We're going to turn and get my yarn all figured out here. And we're going to chain 2, 1, 2, and those are our starting chains, or sometimes they're called turning chains. And in this case, we are going to count that as our first half double crochet. Some patterns will tell you not to count it. I have tried those patterns, and gosh, my count and my edges just seems off. So this is how I do it. I go to the back, the old standby. So I do my chain 2, which counts as a half double crochet. So therefore, I don't work into this first stitch here. Okay, because that already counts as that half double crochet. So we're going to work in this stitch right here and through both of the loops. You just put your hook under and in that hole. But we're going to yarn over, just like we did that first row. And instead of inserting into the chain, we're going to insert it under these 2 loops and bring the yarn through. Now we have those 3 loops on our hook, yarn over and bring it through all 3 loops. So that now we have another half double crochet. We're going to do it again. There we go. We just got a few more, and I want to make sure you see exactly where to put that last half double crochet on here, because that's where it can get kind of tricky, I think. And even me, I have to make sure I pay attention. And when you're working in a project, and you know, if you haven't done half double crochet in a while, I always count the first few rows, and then to make sure I have it, to make sure it's right. And I got to make sure I stick my hook in here in the right spot. There we go. And I missed one of the yarn. There we go, the yarn loops. Okay, so let's count. Because you would think, looking at this, that I'm done, right? Wouldn't you look? Doesn't it look like I'm done? So we have our first 2 chains here, counts as 1, and then here's another. And all of your stitches should be above each other. Okay, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, if we stopped here, we'd be 1 short. We had 9 in that first row. So I did that on purpose. So your last stitch is going to be in the top chain of those first 2 chains. So here is the 1 chain, and here's that second chain. So your last stitch has to be in this stitch right here. And it's so easy to miss. And now we have 9. Now we have 9. Let me get this pulled here so it's right. And now as we go along, our seams are going to line up real nice. So until you get used to seeing that those 2 chains on the end, and so your last stitch here over here on this side when you're working back would be right there, because you got this first chain and that second chain. So you can't be fooled by where that chain stitch is, and make sure you count until you get used to seeing them. So that's how you do the half double crochet, and I hope you have enjoyed this lesson and it helps you crochet better. Thank you.